Hello, everyone, and welcome to learn about ancient Egypt. Today, we have a story, actually, and this story is the creation story. We will learn today how the ancient Egyptian used to think about the theory of how this universe was formed. The ancient Egyptians believe in one God. His name is Ptah, P-T-A-H. Ptah is the creator God. So he exists since ever and he created himself by himself. He intended to create this universe where we live, create the people, create all the creatures. There was absolutely nothing but huge ocean of calm water or still water in the darkness. There was no light source yet. So the spirit of the god started to fly over this still water, which known as Nu. Nu was the ocean, this primeval ocean. Out of Nu, land raised, and in the middle of this land there was a mound. This mound has a shape of a pyramid. From the top of this pyramid, a lotus flower bloomed, and out of the aroma of the lotus flower, the first creature was formed, and his name was Atom, A-T-U-M. So Ptah, the creator god, he wanted to create a good place for Atom and his children to live. So he sneezed. The sound of sneezing is achoo. So when he sneezed, he got uh, air out of his mouth and moisture. The air named as Chu, and the moisture or the water named as Tifnut. So Tifnut and Chu were the first two elements. Chu and Tifnut, they married and they had two kids. Geb, the ground of the earth, and Not, she is the sky dome. Not and Geb, they married and they had four children: Osiris, Isis, Seth, and Nephthys. Osiris married Isis, and he ruled all the people with love and justice. Seth married Nephthys, and he was the symbol of typhoons, disaster, chaos, and so on. So all the people used to love Osiris, the good one, but they did not like the disorder one, the one of typhoons and disasters. That made Seth jealous, and he wanted to kill his brother Osiris, that everyone loves him. So he prepared a party. He invited his brother Osiris and all the kings of all the lands. By the end of his day, he announced that he has a surprise, and this surprise was a beautiful golden coffin, was made by beautiful materials and precious stones, and he asked his guests to lay down on the coffin, and the one fits the size of the coffin will get this coffin as a surprise. This coffin was made in particular for his brother Osiris. So when Osiris went into the coffin, the bad people, the followers of Seth, they shut the lid down and they carried this coffin into River Nile and they threw it into River Nile. This is how the River Nile carried it north to the Mediterranean Sea, where Osiris died there, of course, and this coffin stopped by the Phoenician coast. The poor wife Isis, she couldn't find her missing husband in Egypt. She went up and down of the river, but he was not in Egypt. So she asked the help of her sister Nephthys, the goddess of magic. So she created her two wings to fly, and she found the dead body of her husband in the Phoenician coast. She carried him back to Egypt and she buried him in the north of Egypt, the land of the delta of the Nile, where there was a big forest land, to keep her husband's body away from the bad one, Seth. Seth became the king, and he was visiting the land of the Delta someday for hunting the wild animals. And while he was there enjoying this favorite royal sport, he found a crowd of people, and he surprised that the people they pray, mourn, and make the offerings in front of a tomb. And he asked them, "Who is buried there? Who is that important person?" So they said, "Don't you know, Lord? It is our beloved Lord Osiris." Then he felt very upset and angry that the people still in love with this guy. So he decided to destroy his memory forever. So he grabbed his body from the tomb and he chopped his body into 14 pieces. And he scattered it away into 14 different places in Egypt, including River Nile. The poor wife Isis heard the story and she went up and down the river searching for her husband's members. She was able to collect 13 out of the 14 missing pieces and she put them back together to be able to reassemble his body again, and she magically was able to get his seed from his body into her body to become pregnant, and she put her baby Horus, the falcon-headed god, who went into a big battle against his bad uncle Seth, and he was able to defeat him, and Osiris became the lord of the afterlife, the lord of paradise. He's the hope to everyone to go to the afterlife. Seth became the lord of the desert where no one likes to live. And the falcon one, Horus, he became the lord of the valley of the Nile. And this is where the majority of the Egyptians live. Uh, so this is the shortest version actually of the beautiful struggle between Osiris, Horus from a side and Seth from the other side. The struggle between the good and the bad. Uh, this beautiful symbolic story, I can consider it as the backbone of the ancient Egyptian belief that show us many things. First, the sequence of the creation that shows us that the ancient Egyptian believe in one creator God who created everything. That shows us as well that the Egyptians did not believe in multiple gods. They believe in one creator God, and he created natural elements, but they gave a name and a character to every single natural element so they can make a story, a dramatic story out of all these names and characters to teach the people their belief and their science as well in a very simple way. Like when you teach some children a story, you should make names and characters to teach them the story or to tell them the story. So this is how the ancient Egyptian priests used to deal with the majority of the Egyptians who were just simple farmers. So I hope you enjoyed this story, which is the most important part of the ancient Egyptian belief. Um, and I'm looking forward your questions to answer them all in details in the next episode or by leaving your comment. So you will be welcome to leave me any comment. Thank you so much, everyone.